Hey, what's up guys, I'm MaruMarine, and today I'm going to be bringing you a TVZ from the Grandmaster League. In the top left position we have Stephano spawning as a red Zerg, and in the bottom right position we have Neeb spawning as the blue Terran. I don't know too much about Neeb, but I know he's a Grandmaster level player on the North American ladder, and Stephano on the other hand, everybody knows him, he's a beast. European Zerg, tearing it up lately. He is in Pro League with a pretty nice record so far, and this TVZ is going to be played on Ohana. Quite an old map now. It was added to the map pool kind of in 2012 or so, and it's become a staple map for most tournaments these days. And yeah, there are these rocks in between the natural and the third, but once you break these down, the third is quite easy to secure and defend. And yeah, there's some pretty interesting games being played out on this map quite often actually, because of how narrow the map is and how there's only 5 bases, just because it's a 2-player map. And talking about Terran strategy on this map, mech is quite popular. Although mech has seen kind of a decline ever since Zergs have kind of figured out how to play against it. But nevertheless, because of the narrow kind of only 2 paths up and down the map, mech can kind of lock down big areas and do quite nicely. But we'll see what Neeb decides to do. Looks like he has thrown down his barracks at 12 supply and sending an SC out to scout at a pretty standard timing. I would expect him to throw down a CC after the barracks, which is pretty standard in the Terran metagame as of now. And looks like Stephano did go for the really standard 15 hatch, 16 pool, and he is droning up quite nicely behind this. And Orbital Command going down. The Overlord taking its pretty standard scout path. It is probably going to scout to see if it can see the CC, but the Marine does prevent it from getting too close. And it is probably going to park around here, spotting the gas for the expansion, and just being annoying in general because of the scouting information that it gives the Zerg. So it looks like double gas is going down for the Terran, and actually before the second supply depot. Interesting choice. He has halted Marine production after the first one, so that does allow him to kind of build as many workers as he wants before he throws down this supply depot. And this does momentarily supply block him, but this shouldn't put him behind by any means. And he is planning to build the bunker in a nice position here, so it has range in the ramp as well as most of the mineral line. And this Marine is doing a really nice job kind of preventing this Overlord from actually spotting the command center, but it does pull back now. And Lings are moving onto the map. It looks like Stephano just built a pair of Lings. They have secured both watchtowers, giving him really nice map control. And it looks like it is going to be a factory with the reactor on it. And this is pretty indicative of a Hellion opening. And if he does play standard, well, actually no, it looks like it's going to be a Blue Flame Hellion opening for Neeb. What he's going to do is add a tech lab onto this next factory and research Blue Flame, and hide most of his Hellions, and then try and break into the natural and the main of the Zerg and try to kill as many drones as possible. And if it goes well for the Terran, it can put them at quite far ahead actually. It looks like Stephano has secured 2 gases, both at the natural. This doesn't give him any advantage, but I mean, if the Terran does scout the natural and doesn't scout the main, he'll see these 2 gas here and might be a little confused, but I mean, the third is also down for Stephano, so this does kind of cross out any really early muta play from the Zerg. And a Roach Horn is going down for Stephano. Stephano does really like his roaches, and he is kind of known for it. And there's a Blue Flame Hellion upgrade for the Hellions. So he should start cranking out a lot of Hellions now. He actually hasn't moved out on the map at all with his Hellions so far. Okay, so with the first 4, it looks like he is going to push out, kind of take map control until the Zerg can kind of deal with these Hellions. Ling does try to run away, but the Hellions do catch up and burn it to a little crisp. And Stephano does have 8 roaches on the way, and these should, in combination with these queens, should be really nice at pushing away these Hellions. And behind this, the Terran should probably add a 3rd CC anytime now. That is kind of the standard these days. And after this double factory Hellion play, Neeb should probably transition into a mech mid-game as well as late game. And the roaches do pop out, and they do push away these Hellions. And with this number of roaches and the creep spread kind of spreading forward, the Hellions are going to be denied any sort of real damage for now. But we'll see if Neeb can get anything done, because I mean these roaches are moving off the creep into the middle of the map, and these Hellions are just going to circumvent them and go around. And this is kind of a risky move because the roaches could counterattack, but at the same time he's going to get a lot of damage done in the natural because these queens don't do enough damage to kill the Hellions outright. And look at this. Stephano does try to run away the drones, but a lot of them are getting roasted up right now. And the Hellions do move into the main. And Stephano is desperately trying to crank out a bunch of Lings, but I feel like Blue Flame Hellions should tear them apart quite nicely. A nice block with the Lings while the drones run away, but ooh, it's going to be some nice hits with the Hellions right now. Looks like that was some decent damage done there. 17 drones, not bad. Certainly worth the cost of the Hellions, I believe. But a few more Hellions do follow this up. If he does try to hit the 3rd with this, he should be able to get some more kills. And yeah, just one army for now, it looks like. So he is going to crank out the single upgrades at a time. Oh, the 2nd army is getting plopped down now. So double upgrades should commence quite soon, and siege mode is being researched so he can defend any sort of counterattack. And Stephano does have quite a nice army here, and look at this, the Hellions do run into the 3rd, and they're going to roast all these drones sitting over here. And the Neeb, you know, he's doing pretty well in this game so far. The Hellions do get surrounded by Lings and do get taken out, but not before they roast another, wow, 9 more drones. That's really nice for him. The Terran does take the Harvester lead for now. Zerg should catch up, but the Zerg has been crippled significantly for this because of losing that many drones that early in the game. And looks like 5 factories are up. Oh, the 5th one is on the way, and 4 are finished. So he should crank out a bunch of tanks, and he should be safe from any sort of roach aggression. And the layer is about to finish for Stephano. Against mech, Zergs either want to really tech really fast into Broodlords, or they want to put on really heavy roach aggression with Infestors backing them. It looks like Infestation Pit is down, so Roach Infestor is probably what what Stephano's looking to do, because I mean he is upgrading the missile attacks. And Overlord here does scout the 3rd position for the Terran, which is moving over now. So if Stephano sees this and starts pooping some creep here, that will delay the 3rd even further, which would be nice. Oh, and he does see it, and he starts dropping the creep. That is so annoying for a Terran. And tank count is building up quite nicely here, adding some Thors, and +1/+1 is on the way, and Glenal Reconstitution, as well as the Ventral Sacs and Overlord Speed, the Pneumatized Carapace are on the way. So it looks like Stephano is going to do some roach drops, maybe, actually some Zerglings are being mixed in as well, so maybe doing some drops in the main, and at the same time running into the 3rd or the natural with some Links to kill some SCVs would be a nice move on his part. And Stephano is kind of trying to move into the 3rd, and trying to further delay the 3rd from landing, but that does get deflected quite nicely by Neeb. But this Overlord is actually still here pooping creep. Neeb just doesn't have very much anti-air at this point, and so this one Thor is gonna kind of shoot its missiles at this Overlord until it dies, and that's gonna take quite a while. The 4th base is being secured by Stephano, and he can do this quite safely just because mech is a really late game composition, and in small numbers is just not that powerful against roaches. So Neeb is probably going to wait until at least 150 food to push out. And with this 3rd being blocked, his economy is actually being hampered quite badly. And these overlords are moving into position to commence the drops, but these Hellions are moving into the 4th position to scout it. It doesn't look like they'll spot the overlords. Stephano just kind of has total map control at this point. And actually, overlord drops on top of the army is a really nice move as well, just because tanks being sieged up, they can't fire within 2 range of them, I believe. And if you do drop on top of the Terran army, the splash damage from the tanks does damage their own units. So it is a really nice idea to just drop straight onto the mech army as well with roaches. Actually, Stephano's forces are just kind of hiding here in the natural, a weird rally, but he might just be hiding these forces. And this one Hellion is picking away at this 4th base, so he does spot it, but that should get taken out quite soon. And 5 infestors are coming up behind this, and 2-2 for the mech upgrades are coming out, so nice upgrades from the Terrans so far. And these overlords, I wonder when he's going to start dropping. Anytime now would be pretty good, just because the number of tanks as well as Thors is quite low for the Terran at this point of the game. And it does look like he does load up a Hellion drop, possibly to go to the natural or the main. I mean, sorry, the 3rd or the natural. And this drop looks like it does get thwarted. Oh wow, 43 workers being killed this game for Neeb, and that's really nice for the Terran, you know. Mech, although it lacks kind of mid-game power, the Hellion run-bys can be really nice. Getting in there and killing a bunch of workers, you know, really puts the Zerg behind. Ooh, and this Thor is just walking out in the middle of nowhere accidentally. I'm pretty sure this medevac got spotted by either the 4th base or this overlord, but it looks like Stephano hasn't responded as of yet, and these Hellions are going to do quite a lot of damage actually. They do get taken out. Ooh, actually no, nice load up here. So they kill a bunch more workers. 62 workers have been killed by Neeb this game so far, and it looks like he is going to move out a 180 supply. And these overlords do run away to kind of try and prevent the Terran from knowing that drops is a possibility in this game. Looks like 2-2 is about to finish. +2 attack is finished, but the armor is nearly done. And the +3 has already been started, and 4 command centers are being built for Neeb. So it looks like behind this push, he is going to try and secure this as his 4th base. And that's really nice as a nice play, because I mean his army is here. It's covering the attack path of the Zerg could possibly take. And look at this, nice drops onto the tanks. And ooh, it's actually waiting quite a bit, but it looks like he might be able to break this position. The tanks are actually doing a really nice job of taking out these roaches, but the trade was quite even there, I feel like, and that's what a Zerg wants to do with this roach composition against the mech. If you can trade kind of equally against it and kind of keep the number of units low, you should have a really easy time moving into the late game and, you know, having that a deadly composition. Ooh, and he's kind of sacking these infestors. Probably not on purpose, but nonetheless, they were kind of given away for free. He is moving in again with these roaches and lings. I don't feel like this is, you know, big enough army to take out this Terran army straight up. But wow, actually, it's doing really nicely. All these tanks were unsieged, and Stephano is trading quite favorably at this point. But looking at the supplies, Neeb has quite a nice supply count, and it looks like he is morphing a planetary at the 4th, and these Hellions are running into the 3rd again, roasting a bunch more drones. You know, a Zerg at 50 harvesters is just not something you want to be at, you know, nearly 20 minutes into the game, and 73 drones have been burnt, and wow, Stephano just GG's out of that game.